What is going on, everybody? I want to welcome you into the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always, an instant classic. We're debating the term kayfabe that has been talked about a lot with wrestling fans, especially over the past couple of years and everything. This actually came from a video that I don't I first saw it in a Facebook group where someone had posted a video that I think someone's mom had shot or somebody behind that person's mom had shot, where Kevin Owens was basically telling a kid not to buy his shirt, because he was wearing a Roman Reigns shirt, I think it was. And I don't know, like my immediate reaction was like, because the mom was really like upset about it and how her son was all choked up about it, and I was like, the son looked like he was having a good time, though. but like I was just like I was just like, this is dumb. And I know we'll get into more of the kayfabe portions of it here in a second, but like I just thought it was just dumb to overreact in that way. You want these wrestlers to be the characters that they are, but then when they are those characters, oh wait, no, we can't do no, stop it. So I don't understand. I didn't get that. I thought it was kind of dumb. How they how like people were reacting to it. Like there was more than just that one person, which is understandable. Everybody has their side of what they think of different things, but I just thought it was dumb that people were reacting in the way they reacted over this Kevin Owens screaming at this kid. Not even screaming. It wasn't even screaming. It was a little bit like it would be a little bit different if he was excessive about it. He was screaming at the kid. He was belittling the kid. He was talking about how short the kid is or how much of a nerd the kid is or something, like making fun of something that like the kid can't really help, but the kid can help what shirt he has on. I just thought it was like weird for people to just overreact about it. I know we'll probably talk about it a little bit more here in a second, but Casey, I don't know if you're done with your Jack Gallagher.
Oh, I posted it. I
All right,
posted.
I'll go look here in a second, but any I guess initial thoughts, and you kind of get into whatever your thoughts were, and I guess that'll continue to spark discussion as well.
About to start a war. I'm fighting for you, Jack. I'm fighting for you. Um,
It starts with before you make idiotic post. I mean, fanboy. Sorry, I only saw two words in the post, and I can't.
anyway, um, I wanted to come on and kind of talk about this, debate it, whatever, because whether you're watching internet wrestling community posts saying, "Oh, kayfabe is dead," or "kayfabe doesn't matter," or you're watching Jim
Or Jim
Cornette
Cornette.
about
Yeah.
talking about how kayfabe is dead, and then when wrestlers, not WWE, but wrestlers that and some that WWE does employ are trying to bring back kayfabe, it's people don't understand what kayfabe is anymore. You know, that was what Kevin Owens was supposed to do. He's supposed to be a heel. He's supposed to be the bad guy. He's supposed to kind of, make fun of kids in the audience and he was tame. Like there was a post, and I wish I wrote down who made the post. I forgot where it was. I think it was in a group on Facebook too, that said, if you were offended by this, then you'd be really offended by this. And it showed a clip of a kid, and I want to say it was Bret Hart giving him a kid sunglasses with somebody, and Ric Flair comes and literally rips them off the kid's face and like smashes them. I'm like, bro, like if somebody did that now, like the kid's family would be outraged and like
Yeah.
WWE and like
Yeah.
I just think
And I think it comes to the PG era thing too. Like I get it. I understand what they're trying to do, and I think it's gonna change eventually. But like you still have to let wrestlers be wrestlers. Like, because if you go to an indie show, they're gonna do the same thing. Like indie shows are honestly like even like more outlandish than Kevin Owens was. They'll make fun of the crowd all the crap all the time. Um, it's these sensitive fans, man.
And it's just, and it is something that I think if they want to change it, it's going to take time. And I think that's where the indie promotions are, a better. What are you doing? This man trying to adjust his camera. This is where I think the indie shows are a better product, and even Ring of Honor, even TNA to an extent.
Yeah, TNA wrestlers rarely ever break kayfabe. Even on interviews, on a lot of stuff, like they rarely ever break kayfabe.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think that kayfabe needs to be like, oh, we don't know that it's a show. Obviously, everyone knows it's a show.
It's a show.
Oh God, this man. No, they are actually going in there. They hate each other. They're trying to kill each other. If you don't
That's what I thought. That's why wrestling. You should not show your kids wrestling. They're trying to kill each other.
You know what? And the best way to resolve a problem is to beat somebody with a chair. Do it. It's perfectly legal. If you have a kendo stick, just beat them with it. Light somebody on fire. Just go all out. Whatever you need to do. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I thought, and there's a lot of posts like that where parents get upset that a wrestler did this, or something at a show happened, and it is partially to blame the PG era, just because there was a point where it felt like wrestlers couldn't do anything, especially in WWE. Like you couldn't say this, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. It's so scripted anymore. And then when they try to break out a little bit, these fans don't really know how to react to it anymore, especially parents. And it's unfortunate for guys like Kevin Owens, or like those guys who came up all over the world, and that's how they, especially when they were heels, that's how they kind of made their name or were noticed, was by being heels. It's like you can't even be a heel anymore, it feels like, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's like it's dumb. Like, and there's a lot of just like too sensitive people out here, especially in the wrestling community. Because I watched it and I was like, really, like there's an outrage about this, really. Just because it was just really dumb to me. It was just like, yeah, he's just doing his job. He's just doing what he's supposed to do. You're not supposed to like him. And he didn't physically harm the kid. Probably didn't even emotionally harm the kid. I honestly, the kid was probably just happy to be included in the show, to be honest. I don't know. I just think it was his mom overreacting. There's actually a Twitter account that I have blocked called Moms Against WWE. So that's pretty funny. I blocked him. I was like, nope, can't do it. But yeah, like I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just like, what is he supposed to do? Like, and we're in this weird era where like heels are getting cheered and faces are getting booed. so it's, or supposed faces, supposed heels, are getting booed. The opposite reaction. So what is he supposed to do to, like, because he's kind of told to do a little bit, or not necessarily told to do, but just doing what he knows, I feel like. And with kayfabe, I don't know. It's tough because, yeah, you do have the internet, and you have people breaking character all the time. But there are certain companies that continue to uphold that regardless. I think Matt Hardy does a good job of it, especially in TNA, especially like with the like outlandish gimmicks. Like, obviously Abyss doesn't walk around with a mask all the time, or face paint now. But like obviously Abyss doesn't walk around. I mean, he probably walks around and shows apart for the most part. But for the most part, other companies besides WWE do a good job of not breaking kayfabe and really kind of staying in character to a point, but when they don't necessarily need to, they understand what to do. But do you have any more thoughts on the kayfabe debate, or have you found a post that allows you to talk about it a little bit more? Or are you still looking at the Jack
No,
Gallagher post?
I went back to that. He commented back on my comment, and he digging his hole even deeper. But anyway, but I think to an extent, there's always been outrage for WWE. There's always been moms against WWE. Even throughout the Attitude Era, there were parents against WWE. It just, I think the internet, and this is a lot of the issues and positive aspects of professional wrestling, unfortunately, is the internet. They have these Twitter accounts that they can attack the WWE or whatever promotion. They have Facebook, whatever, and it's kind of like I see it as these people, and this is kind of getting away from kayfabe, going more onto the parents against WWE or whatever. It's like attacking Vin Diesel because he punched a guy or killed a guy in a movie. Like, think about how idiotic that sounds. This is what parents are doing to the WWE and professional wrestling in general. It's a show. Like,
Yeah, and that's but that's how wrestling is. Like as soon as one kid cries or something serious happens, oh God, it's the realest thing ever now.
Yeah. Oh God. I don't know. It's just again, this is another kind of debate that I feel like there is a right answer to it, but you're not going to get the correct. It's just a show. Just have fun with it. Go to the show to be entertained. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. It's hard to be a wrestling fan. It really is. It's so hard. I don't think people understand how hard it is to be a wrestling fan. Man, are you reading the comments?
No, I was actually reading. I was looking up to see if Kevin Owens had responded to it. I saw something that showed he responded to it. He said, "quote up." This was he was pulling a quote from somebody else. He said, "A wrestler told my son not to touch, not to, not to touch him. I'm completely heartbroken. Well, not really. If I complain, maybe I'll get free stuff." so continuing to just rub it in her face, which I like. And I don't know. It's just it's weird. I don't know. Just I don't understand the outrage. I haven't like I've read comments about it, but I haven't like watched really anything about it. I know there's certain videos out there about it, but I haven't really watched much about it. I've read a little bit about it, but I don't know. I just think it's dumb. You want to be you want to go to a wrestling show for the 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 characters and everything, but then when the characters come at you, I don't know. It's weird to me. I don't get it.
And then when you don't get enough, entertainment in the show, you complain. And then when you get more entertainment, you don't get enough wrestling and you complain. It's so hard. I feel bad for promoters. I really do. Like, you can't win. You just can't win.
Yeah, this guy is I think hitting the point we talked about last night, isn't he? With the wrestling or storyline type thing.
Which guy?
The guy you're talking about on the talking with on that chat or whatever on in the comments.
The Caden guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was our kind of discussion on kayfabe in general, with wrestling after Kevin Owens made Kid cry. Poor fella. But anyway,
everyone to know that Dean Malenko, I don't know who that is, but he's irrelevant. He is irrelevant. Dean Malenko, on the other hand, I don't think he's irrelevant, personally. But Dean Malenko, super irrelevant, definitely.
I love how people try to make a point but can't spell, and I'm like that just ruined your entire point. I'm just saying, like stop it. Anyway, especially wrestlers' names. I'm like, you can look it up. It's not that difficult.
He said he never drew a penny. I'm done.
Next time on ICWP debates, did Dean Malenko ever draw a single penny? like I don't know.
The man of 1,000 holds couldn't draw 1,000 people. You're right. He drew a lot more people than that. I mean, a lot more people did. And he's replying.
All right, guys, that was our discussion.
Sorry. This is good. This is real good.
If you want to follow the discussion going on with the Dean Malenko or whatever he said,
how?
Go join the group. What is it? We are NXT on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that'll be. Leave your comments in the comment section below about how you feel about Kayfabe in general, or did you see the Kevin Owens thing? Kind of your response to it, or send it to us on Twitter, kind of letting us know how you felt about it. Was it as outrageous as people are gonna say it is? Probably not. But anyway, be sure to hit that subscribe button for us. We'll see you guys later next time on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always,